You've purchased the wall mount accessory to install the eSpring unit onto the wall. So let's run through a quick checklist of needed parts before you start, just to double check that you're ready to go. Remove all the parts from the large box. You should have an eSpring system, power adapter, diverter valve, and on top of the valve, a plastic fastening ring and a metal connector, as well as 2 elbows, tubing, and 2 tubing supports, and a tubing removal tool. In the hardware kit, you should have a threaded adapter, a universal adapter, and 2 tie straps. In the small box, you'll have a mounting plate and mounting bracket, and 2 mounting templates and a hardware kit. This kit contains 4 plastic anchors for attaching onto plasterboard, 4 screws for attaching onto wood, and 4 masonry screws for attaching onto concrete, masonry, or brick. Finally, to help you with the mounting bracket, you'll need to have some tools handy. Tape, an ink pen, a crosshead and flathead screwdriver, a hammer, a center punch, and if you're installing into tile or concrete, an electric drill with a masonry drill bit. Be sure you're installing the eSpring water purifier onto a faucet that supplies cold water. Do not run hot water through the water purifier at any time. If your faucet has an aerator or wire screen, unscrew to remove it and the washer from the end of your sink tap. Then unscrew the plastic ring and metal connector from the top of the diverter. Set aside the plastic ring and diverter. There are 4 possible ways to complete installation of the diverter, depending on the shape of your tap. We'll go through all 4 here to make sure you're covered. If the threads on your tap are on the outside, slide the plastic ring over the metal connector and screw the connector and ring to the tap. Then use a coin to tighten. If your tap is too small, screw the threaded adapter to the metal connector and remove the rubber washer. Slide the plastic ring over the metal connector and screw the connector and ring to the tap. Then use a coin to tighten. If the threads are on the inside, screw the threaded adapter to the metal connector. Slide the plastic ring over the metal connector and screw the connector and ring to the tap. Then use a coin to tighten. If your tap doesn't have threads, then you'll need to install the universal adapter. Unthread the 4 screws until the ends meet the inner edge of the universal adapter. Turn the textured adapter collar 2 complete rotations clockwise so the collar fits loosely on the adapter. Press the universal adapter up to the end of the tap until it touches the inside bottom of the adapter. If the outer diameter of your tap is too large, unscrew the adapter collar and remove the plastic sleeve. Then screw the collar a half a turn to fit loosely. Center the adapter on the end of the tap. Hold and press the adapter against the end while using a screwdriver to evenly tighten the 4 screws on the side of the adapter. Once the adapter is secure, turn the collar counterclockwise until tight. Slide the plastic ring over the metal connector and screw the connector and ring to the tap. Then use a coin to tighten. Regardless of which adapter you used, press the diverter up to the tap and screw the plastic ring onto the diverter. The next step is to attach tubes to the diverter. To do this, unscrew the textured nuts from the diverter. With the threads inside the nuts facing away from the tube, push the large nut onto the large tube and the small nut onto the small tube. Simple, right? Firmly push the large tube onto the large or inside barb and the small tube onto the small or outside barb. Then hand tighten the nuts. If you'd like, use the tie straps to secure the tubing to the sink tap. There, you've got one side of the tubes connected and ready to go. Now, onto the other side. Whether you're replacing an existing unit or installing a new unit, we have you covered. You'll find 2 templates for wall installation to help you with installing the unit with the wall mount kit. To make sure you have simple and clear instructions, you'll see another selection menu come up in just a moment. As you did before, simply select your choice on that menu. If you've previously installed an Amway water purifier unit onto the wall and wish to replace it with your new eSpring purifier, then you can use the existing mounting plate on the wall. Therefore, you'd select Replace Existing. If you're installing a new unit, you'll want to choose Install New on the menu. Okay, we're ready to move on. Now here's that menu.